I mean, if you are, that's Alessander might be learned, but you are the biggest nerd, so you could try to learn that.
Literally trained under probably the yeah.
Look
See,
at that though.
He's
Well,
the
you're
best
trained under
mage
someone
of
who
his
I
life
was like,
today.
to be fair, I'm not.
Hey, I can add that to Silas's rolls now.
Yo.
Silas at a nat 20, there's a lot of different spells that he is under the effects of. Well, I say under the effects of. That's technically true, but technically not true. There's a lot of spells that he's in the area of right now. At nat 20, I could begin counting them off. Globe of Invulnerability, Magic Circle, Wall of Force. He is under a multi-layer defense. You guys are not getting to touch him without something. And you realize what he's doing. He doesn't need to kill you guys. He just needs to wait for the realm to collapse. And he and all the other dark creatures in this place will be the last ones in it. You guys don't live in the void. He does.
This kind of visibly seems to connect the dots as they look at all these different magical glyphs and whatnot on the ground there, and is like, he's going to wait us out. We can't touch him.
Fuck, we can't. Valerian's walking up to the area.
That's really not a good idea.
Please don't break.
If it makes you feel any better, she hits the globe of invulnerability first. So she tries to like hit it with a hammer, and it just bounces off. And you can see the reverb of like the amount of force she threw into it kick back at her, like recoil. And she's like no, it doesn't return to center. But have you ever hit something really fucking hard and it's an immovable object? It does not feel good.
No,
You feel
it's
it
like
kinda
all the
reverberate
Feel it in your bones.
arms. It's like
Exactly.
And
Exactly. So you know what Blair just went through there now.
I think Alessander. I think Alessander left too. Not at Blair, but as he's like kind of.
All right. Well, hold on. Hold on about that. Hold on about that, Bucko. Let's see what she thinks of that.
Check.
No, she's gonna roll an insight check.
Roll an insight.
Okay, yeah, okay, she realized.
Okay,
Okay,
perfect. As it starts like as a chuckle towards the end of Takani's laugh, and then as he looks around and I assume sees some kind of evidence of all these different like layers upon layers of light preservation, he goes into full blown laughter as he walks up and like wraps the back of his knuckle on the invisible wall, and he says, "Is this what you've devolved into, Takani? The great archmage of what's the name of the school?
I don't think you guys ever got it.
Oh,
Of some dead school.
I guess the great archmage of some dead school. Thank you, Garth. Hiding behind a invisible wall and who knows what else. I mean,
Against some random
of all
nerds that
the-
just walked in.
a bunch of vagrants, no less. Of all the things you've thrown at us, this is all you have left? How embarrassing. And here I thought you had pride.
He holds up his hand and he begins conjuring letters in common. I guess that Corvus is a minor illusion.
It just says, can't hear you.
New phone, who dis?
He writes out, "I've done many dark, decrepit, what some might call pathetic things. But unlike all of them, I am still alive to tell the tale of it. Just like what'll happen here with all of you."
Alive, unscathed, a living embarrassment.
Who will
Pathetic
be
is
left to
pride.
talk about it after you all fall into the void?
Race
You see-
starts laughing.
Does he just laugh?
Yeah, and then he's like, "That's funny, Tsukani."
Wait, can
They
Raze
know
read
who-
common?
He speaks common.
So doesn't he?
Since
He has the
Anushka
proficiency.
can't, yeah, since Anushka can't read, also I think Alessandra will translate. out
Okay.
loud.
Yeah,
Does like a voice.
Yeah.
some nerd
Alright,
voice.
thank you, Alan.
Mhm.
And then he says, "Do you know who else lives in the void?"
He doesn't even
Okay.
really give much of a response to Raze. He just looks at you, Alessander, and he changes the message, like fucking like Tom Riddle is like I am Lord Voldemort style. He changes the message. This is the company you keep. This pathetic lizard.
He kind of smirks, looking at Raze, and says, "Yes, it is, and I want to change it for the world. What company do you keep?"
What did he say?
You said, "Oh, this is the company you keep." This pathetic lizard. I called you pathetic lizard.
I added that by myself. It was a little bit of a Mad Lib.
So, throughout this whole thing, Race has been entirely metallic. When he hears the words pathetic lizard,
Oh
Mhm.
no, he get pissed.
you know, he holds, he sort of like, he has that chromatic scale, and it sort of, he clutches it and just sort of ripple effect through his entire body, just sort of goes from metallic to chromatic, back to metallic, back to chromatic, and his like, it's mercurial. It's really, really angry. And then he says, "Keep him talking, Alessander. There are those who will hear him. When he is in that void, that means they can be eaten. Then we will see who is pathetic. The mother, she hungry."
He begins changing the letters around. His insults can use a bit more work. I've heard more dangerous, more threatening, and better. And this is a lot of words coming from some specter that you summoned at the last moment.
Some specter.
He wasn't here when you came in.
No, he was not, but he's here now, and that spells trouble for you. You had that Sigillian prime for this entire time, I assume? Well, we were the one that took him down, which means that we are the closest people to have ever gotten to your demise. You're not even the least bit afraid?
I've long since lost my ability to fear.
Insight check.
And you say
So-
he's
so after
you say
so
he's a great
long-
ally of yours. He's speaking on behalf of all of you. Some random creature you summoned. That speaks very much of all of you and how
He seems
little
to
will
know
you
some of
have.
our friends very dearly.
Everyone knows about everyone eventually. If you're important, that is.
How much do you know?
That would explain why I've never heard of you.
Oh!
Like
do you
I would
know?
care for the knowledge, the history of the ephemerals.
What do you care about? Locked away in this small corner of the world like you are. What's your end goal here? 'Cause you just seem like some crazy hermit who's casting cheap parlor tricks to no one but, what, creatures of the void? Is this what your end goal was? Is this what you wanted all along? This why you experimented on the lunar fracture?
He changes the words again. Yes.
How fucking droll do you have to be able to sit there for eons upon eons doing nothing?
He quirks an eyebrow at that. He changes the words again. Nothing. Do you really think I've been doing nothing?
Sure seems that way to me.
Pathetic vagrant. All that which you have seen so far are the same equivalencies of shattered meteorites striking into the world. When I return back to the void, I will be returning to my empire.
Let me get this straight. You've had access to the lunar fracture for how many eons upon time immemorial now, and we've been here for like what, 5 minutes, and it chooses to side with us to help us instead of whatever your designs might be. Am I getting
You are
that
rather
right?
stupid, cleric, aren't you?
That's rich.
Of course it would side with you, just as any slave would side against their master. Open your eyes. Surely your trip with Amaric must have revealed something.
To enslave something, you have to subjugate it first, and so far, it doesn't seem like it's been doing your bidding. It made your little puppet a bit faster, but just like that, he snaps his fingers. It freed itself. Ain't no slave.
After it has restored its connection to this world, he looks out the way you guys came in. Moonlight to the moon. Fare thee well. How common of adventurers, claiming to know things far beyond them, in a place that they've only been for a day or two. You know nothing of this place, of its history, of its people, its denizens, its beauties, and its horrors. You claim to know all these things, and you have this arrogant and stupid confidence befitting of shouting monkeys. And then you go over to someone like myself who knows everything about all these things, and you claim to know more. You're trying to get a provocation out of me. It won't work. I suggest you start praying to whatever gods you hold dear. You have scant little time.
A provocation. Yeah, that's what I've been after this whole time.
Crash.
Yes.
I have in my bags on my sheet the good stuff. Do I have access to that?
Nope.
Fuck. All right, fair enough.
This is not Raze's arc, my man. He is here for like a session. He is not the main character here. So what do you guys do? I will say you guys do have a time limit out of game to get in there, or you all die.
Okay, so what has everyone been cooking up while I've been getting this guy talking?
You guys
Surely
have,
I've just been sitting here listening, right?
you guys have until the end of the hour to break in there. It's the 26 minutes.
I assume magic won't get through it.
I'll
From
probably get
what
through.
Saz can tell.
Probably not.
Okay.
Get creative.
What's the invisible wall thing? Is it
Which
like
one?
what? Sorry,
With one.
the one that's currently stopping us, I guess.
There's
The global
several.
invulnerability.
Global invulnerability force wall? Is that or wall of force rather?
There's a wall of force behind it, and there's a magic circle inside that.
Oh my god. Okay. Like a dimension door or something, just to like zoom
You
in and
can't-
like smack 'em.
You can't dimension door through a wall of force, if I remember correctly.
No,
Wow.
you can't.
And you definitely can't do it through a magic circle.
Any spell of 5th level or lower cast from outside the barrier can't affect creature. Global invulnerability. Does that actually have any physical thing to it? Oh, the global invulnerability.
It's a globe.
Right, but an immobile, faintly shimmering barrier. It's not physical. You can walk through it, but the wall of force is what's stopping us, right?
Any spell, that's way. Well, it's still a barrier, is the thing. Like, it is a physical thing.
Okay.
Like, imagine, like, Scanlan Shorthall from Critical Role casting Global Invulnerability and then Troll singing past all the Goliaths. That's what it does.
Yeah, he's a
So,
hamster ball.
so can't believe he did that, but... Not more so that he had the audacity to do it, more of that he sang the fucking Troll song.
So people have dispel magic, right?
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
Nope. We don't know what the claw that we grabbed does, so I don't know if that would help in any way, but we have it.
I do have dispel magic.
Ooh.
Global Invulnerability says any spell of 5th level or lower. So you need to upcast it to 6th level.
Yeah.
Unless Celine has 4 charges. Could she make up 4 of those 6 charges?
I will ask. Who's the one that has the spell magic?
A raise.
Does Raze have the capability of casting 6th level spells?
Yes, he has 1 slot.
You can try. You'd be getting rid of the global invulnerability. Not all of them. You'd have to pick one.
Wall of Force can't even be dispelled.
I am curious though if what's the floor made out of? Wood?
Floor.
It is made of stone.
Stone. Okay. Is there any way for us to know if the Wall of Force covers the floor?
There is a globe setting to Wall of Force, so you would assume that it's in a similar
Gotcha.
way as global invulnerability.
Is there a club?
Is there what?
No, I just said I was just reading it as you said that, and I see the hemispherical dome. I assume there would be a
Or a sphere with a
Or-
radius
or
of
a
up to
sphere.
10 feet.
Oh, I see. There we go.
I will say if
So basically, what
we
they're
don't-
saying is like it would be a closed system.
Yeah.
if you don't crack this by a quarter of, I'm going to use my divine inspiration to.
I was about to use it like right now because I have literally no idea.
I will refund it to you guys immediately because I don't have a solution for this. So.
Oh boy.
Cool.
This is one of those open-ended things where you guys tell me how you figure it out.
I do potentially have an idea. It's more kind of RP than it is
Go
like
for it.
Let's hear it.
Those work.
actually
Go for it.
thing. I don't know if it will actually do any good though.
Okay, say it out loud.
Okay. So was it ever confirmed that he had something to do with Zarina?
The
Or
arena?
Zarina? Yeah, as a child of Zarina. I can't remember. So it was mentioned, but I can't remember if there was ever if they were like related to each other in some way.
Arena?
Zarina.
Her other fell god.
Yeah.
Oh, that. Okay, I heard arena. I was like, what arena?
We're going
The
fan arena.
Zarina.
Oh, is that?
Zari.
Why do I have it pronounced as spelled as Zarina? Okay. That's fine.
Zarina.
Zarina.
You don't know what connection she has with him. Like,
I know
he
there's-
knows her quite clearly.
Yeah. Okay. Because I was hoping to maybe try and like get invited in, maybe potentially. I don't know. Try and make him think I'm on his side potentially, and like fuck
could
these
try.
guys. But like, I don't know if that would go.
Literally, just give it a shot. Like, kind of don't have time.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, if you guys are happy with that, I don't know if I would manage.
If you
Shoot
can
your
get
shot,
on the other
Kirsty,
side and
see what
grab his
happens.
book, we can maybe do something after that. Like, that's the best.
Yeah. I mean, literally, I'm just after his book. After that, we can just kind of, I don't know. Okay.
Man, I bet you wish you had that fucking null shot round right now.
I do 100%.
It
Yeah.
would have gone through every single one of these babies.
Oh god, it would have as well.
Should
Yeah,
Uh,
Null shot would have
Why?
gone through all of these.
What was the
Why do
null
I
shot?
do this to myself?
The
It was the
bullet,
one
the
that
fancy
she-
bullet she had.
Yeah.
The global invulnerability is down, right?
No.
No.
Well, it's
Oh, I
down
thought-
as in it's active, yes. That is true.
I thought you were dispelling it. I thought.
Wait, are you?
I thought someone was.
It's up to Raze, the
Was it
one that
Raze
can
doing
cast
it?
it.
Yeah, we'll try it. Yeah,
Counterspell.
Okay.
Race is angry. He will try to dispel at 6th level.
He counterspells you at 6.
I counterspell his counterspell at. I have a 4th level. That's the highest I can do. So that's an ability check.
Roll it up.
Let's see.
No, point,
Mark
no,
that
point.
down. Mark that down.
So the DC is 16.
Okay.
You don't get to add your prof. It's an ability check using your spell ability. No other
So
mods.
wisdom.
Wisdom is a straight up wisdom
forget
check. You cannot add guidance to it.
And I assume Bardic can't be added either. I forget.
It can.
I'm gonna add Bardic if I may.
Okay.
So take
Alright.
a D8.
I'll take a bardic.
Holy God, he doesn't need
Didn't even need it.
Take it anyway. You're okay.
it. You earned it, bud.
You do manage to dispel the globe of invulnerability. Wait, my bad. You managed to dispel his counterspell.
Yes.
Counterspell is counterspell.
Your counterspell is counterspell. You dispel. Spell. That's how Zol feels like when that's how Zol sounds, or he hears everything when he's a spellcasters. So you counterspell his counterspell, and now you try to dispel his globe of invulnerability with a 6th level spell. You hold your hand out, connected to Celine. So you're really only expending a 2nd level spell slot instead of a 6. And you begin to, well, dispel it. And you guys could see that it's like a vacuum in there, right? Nothing really goes in or out. Well, not vacuum, you know what I mean? But like, there's a presence there that papers are leaned against, books are tucked against, so on and so forth. That suddenly goes away, and then you guys could see like papers getting fallen fully down, books tumble over, and stuff like that. And he quirks an eyebrow at that. He's still not concerned. Now you have the wall of force.
Okay.
Let it be known, the magic circle doesn't really do anything against any of you guys.
Yeah, I just read that.
Yeah, it really only affects like elder things.
So,
So, like,
now
maybe?
I have a bit of a gamble. Not really a gamble because we don't really stand to lose anything. I would like to try to roll deception to see if I can turn to turn to Silas and say, now disintegrate the wall of force. And try to make him think like no.
No,
If not for nothing, at least to get a rise out of him.
Roll deception.
Can Silas roll performance to try and act like they're casting the spell?
You have to roll deception as well. It's either you both roll performance or you both roll deception. You guys have to pick.
What's your deception modifier?
My performance is higher. My performance is
So is
plus
mine. Mine's plus 11.
7. Hey, all right.
Sounds like we got a
Performance
plan.
it is.
You guys have to beat a 27.
Oh God.
Oh,
Oh my god.
He can tell when you guys are casting stuff, so
Yeah.
both of us need to pass it.
you guys combined together have to beat a 27.
Combined
plus
together.
15. Oh
Combined?
God, he's good at his job.
All right.
Alright.
Roll yours first.
Actually, I'll give him advantage, so maybe it'll be higher than 27, but
That's gonna be lower.
I mean, we're gonna take the better of him.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna roll it lower.
Yeah.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
you go.
statistically, he was
So
he was-
that's a 17. I need to. Oh, I just need to get 10 or 11. All right.
Don't say it like that.
Yeah. That's
You
all
need
have
to
do,
get
yeah.
a 15.
Oh,
Destroyed it.
easy.
Absolutely destroyed it. Teamwork.
What level is disintegrate?
7th?
5th?
No, it can't be 5th, right?
It's 6. We're all wrong. It's 6.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
But
We
this
had
is-
The average of our assumed guesses is the correct
Precisely.
answer.
We're back to big brains.
As you like ready to all right, now hit it with the disintegrate, he casts a 6th level counterspell on nothing.
Haha.
He does that, and then Alexander smirks and says, "You fucking idiot."
He looks immensely unamused by that.
Just to try something. I don't know how Wall of Force operates, but Race is just gonna flick a guiding bolt 1st level spell as this is going down at Sakani.
It does nothing.
Mhm.
Pew.
The wall of force is immune to all damage and can't be dispelled by dispel magic.
And it doesn't pass through because the Wall of Force.
Nope.
Yeah, that makes sense. But Race doesn't know that.
And you can't.
Now he does.
Okay.
It doesn't really have a weakness or anything?
Let me see something. Hold on. Shit.
So are we?
How
Yeah,
is
so we're
wall of force an evocation spell? It's a wall.
It'd be
it's a wall. It's a defense. No, it'd be
Should be
abjuration.
abjuration. Yeah,
It's
you're
like
right.
defensive as fuck. What? How is this an? Fuck the fuck. No, I'm not gonna get
Most
into
healing
it.
spells or a lot of healing
Evocation.
spells are also evocation.
I could sort of get that, I guess, like as an evocation of energy, like life energy. But like this is like such defense. Whatever. I'm not gonna get into it right now.
Nothing.
Okay. Let's see. Is there?
Actually, Crash, are we able to tell how many layers there are on the
3.
like up? 3.
Magic Circle, which doesn't really affect you guys unless you're an elder creature. You guys already got rid of Glow and Vulnerability, so it's really just this Wall of Force that's left. But it's also like the strongest fucking one.
Yeah.
Okay, because I've just seen that thing you sent me.
I said that like
I
10
know.
minutes ago.
No, it's because I thought you were like messaging me about like I don't know whatever it was I was trying to think of. So I was like, and I didn't look at
I
it.
had a question actually.
Can Oriana try to like?
I can try the thing I mentioned, but I mean, if you guys have another
you guys.
better idea,
You know who might be
I
a
have
good
a
I have
question.
I have a gamble. I have a gamble.
Alright.
Again, boy.
Ray sort of like pulls at Anushka's sleeve, like, "Come with me."
Oh man, I just thought of a big brain idea. I just thought of a big brain idea.
Does it involve Imbrick?
yep, she'll
And,
she'll follow. Yeah.
No, it doesn't involve Amber.
I'm gonna move like 10 feet.
Oh my God, I'm
away
a
from
genius.
the rest of the people. And I'm gonna hold Anushka's hand if she takes my hand.
Mhm.
I'm gonna thunderstep and try to teleport through the wall of force.
It doesn't work.
I was.
so
going
you
to say-
so you thunderstep, and everyone within 10 feet of you suffers like some thunder damage, and that hurts their ears.
Surely he
Oh,
would
that's
know
why
that, right?
But that's why I
And
moved
Anushka
away,
gets,
so I was 10 feet away.
blasted into the side of a wall of force.
Would I be able to summon my copycat in the Wall of Force?
Nope. No teleportation inside there.
Can
Yeah.
I?
It extends into the ethereal plane, blocking
Does it-
travel through the wall.
Well, I was gonna
Crash,
say, does
is-
that
Well,
count as
I could've sworn
teleportation,
that
or is that summoning
doesn't
something in
block
it?
You are
teleportation,
summoning
though.
something inside there, so therefore it cannot enter through the wall of force. You guys are not going to try to get around one of the best and worst spells of D&D.
But I thought you could teleport through wall of force. I know
can't.
that nothing can physically go through it.
I don't believe you can. Or else then fucking a lot of the instances I've used it would really not make any sense.
So
Could Oriana
Regardless,
try doing some?
I will say you cannot. Call it
Sure.
an empowered wall of force. Call it because you guys are in his fucking domain right now.
You
Can
know, fair
Oriana
enough.
try to do monk sensing the flow of the magic? Man, it's not really her field.
No.
So-
Magical energy is not key.
Yeah.
It's like an offshoot of it.
but
There's
it's
no
just-
life in magic.
Just a
Is
little
it
that you
like
can do
having
here.
a peace of mind?
Huh?
So I don't know how to phrase it, but like, in order to like pass through the wall, we need to be
You be the wall.
level-headed, calm.
maybe that was one of the approaches I was thinking of, like when I was saying earlier about like trying to make him think that you kind of want to be like on his side, I guess.
I mean, you could just ask him for the book, real nice.
Yeah. So I was going to say as well, Crash. Is there like a condition to the what you sent me, or is it just a case of
No.
this happened now, yo?
I mean, you'd be calling in your. I don't want to say your mom. She's not your mom, but she is like the progenitor of your people. So I guess she's sort of your mom.
Yeah. Okay.
Because do you remember the first part of her name?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Sarina.
The child of. Yeah. The child of.
No, not you. I'm talking
No.
about your god.
Oh.
She's
I
called the
remember.
No-
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
called the Null Blade Sarina. What do you think Null Blade can do?
Ah. Yes. Of course. Naturally. Okay. Okay. Ideas are forming.